What's up, everyone? It's Justin Parnell back again with another episode of Journey of Discovery, the free-to-play MTG Arena series. If you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe to this channel, as well as leaving a comment, a like, and a share. And of course, if you want to listen to the podcast, go to Thinktwice MTG on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify. Now, we're going to be playing some more Singleton today, but before we do that, we have some packs to open. And 4 packs because we have one left over from the previous week. I like the music that pops when you go in the packs. Hear that? Anyway, so we have 4 packs, which is going to be good because we're going to be playing a really spicy brew for Singleton for this episode. So there's a higher chance we're going to open something that we actually want and or need. Emergency powers that could go in the deck, but it's not going to. Either way, a mythic and a mythic wildcard on that open. Sphinx of Foresight. Think this card's crap. But that's just me. Maybe you like it. Kaya's Wrath. That's a good one. We certainly could always use more of those. How about a dual land? Guardian Project, okay. Good for Singleton, but not for the deck that we're going to be playing today. Although we did get a uncommon wildcard. It's always nice. Okay, so today we're going to be playing a deck that I'm calling 5-color historic. And this is a 5-color deck, although it's mainly 4 colors and has a tiny little bit of green for Vraska Relic Seeker. But a 4-ish, 4.5 color deck that is based around historic cards. So we have Board the Weatherlight, Urza's Tome, a bunch of artifacts, a lot of mana artifacts. We have a Wrath, which gives our historic spells, Flash, a Joyra, which draws from historic spells, Joy's Familiar, which makes them cost less, Traxos, which untaps when you play them, and so on. We have a lot of historic things in here, as well as a bunch of Planeswalkers and an Oath of Teferi. And of course, on our top end, we have a sweet Rakdos the Showstopper. We don't have a ton of creatures, but this is more of a Planeswalker control deck. Our mana base is very elegant. It is essentially just the Shockland and the Buddyland pair for each color combination, except for the Shocklands that have green in them. Still has the Buddyland green card, so we have essentially 4 ways to get green, as well as a couple from our mana, but that's really all that we need. So let's go ahead and jump into a Singleton queue and give this a shot. Okay, on the play, game 1. Well, this is a lot of Planeswalkers. I do think we actually want to mulligan this hand in search of more mana. Okay. This one will work. We have a Dovin on 3. This is the Planeswalker deck Dovin, by the way. Yeah, we're just going to keep lands here, so let's play this Steam Vents. Or excuse me, this Godless Shrine. And then on the following turn, we can play we can go Dragon Skull Summit. This comes in, play tap from this, so we'll just play Steam Vents tapped. Okay. Just want to make sure we can white, blue, and then anything for Dovin on 3. Oh, alright. Persistent Petitioners. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get our second blackout. Omegathopter. Okay, well, Petitioners are obviously very annoying. This is useless. Let's make another Flyboy. And then we'll go to attack. And we'll see. Obviously, we're going to get milled for 1 here. But let's see if our opponent has the maximum number of petitioners and islands. I imagine our opponent's going to play 2 petitioners. There's 1. Okay, no attacks, so Dovin gets to hang around. Well, for Oscar's Contempt 1, this is the only way we can do it, is if our opponent is they have 5 petitioners in their hand. So we kind of just have to clock them somewhat. There's a Jaya that does nothing. Okay, that's plus. We'll play an Urza Stone. Okay, there's the petitioners, of course. And let's plus again. More attacks. Dovin goes to 7. And we're going to play Rapid in a turn. It's pretty much the only way that we're going to be able to win is if our opponent just continues to be mana screwed. So far, so good. Okay, we're going to play a Raph. And we're going to minus to see if we can find a Ritual of Soot. We have our opponent on a 3-turn clock. They have us on a 4-turn clock, so I mean mathematically we should be able to win. Okay, there's not a ritual here. What went in here? Just a bunch of cards. Okay. This is actually pretty bad. So we definitely want the locket so we can go up in mana. I think we want a land. This one comes into play untapped. And a Sarkin. So 31. Okay, so they can hit us for 2 more. So that's 24. So we can look just a teensy bit. I know what I'm doing. Okay, here comes 2 more petitioners. But even if they have 2 more, we can, fortunately, we can tap one of them down. With this Dovin. It doesn't untap, so they can't untap and play 2 more and mill us. They can mill us twice, but they cannot mill us 3 times. So I think we're good. Yeah, I mean, you can do it now. So they can do it now. Put us to 17 cards. Do it during their turn. Put us to 3 cards. We draw, go to 2. And then attack them for 5. And I believe that's going to be enough. This is just the absolute most miserable thing to play against. Yep. Yeah, we got a petitioner. You have 6. You have 7 untapped, but not 8. And the Planeswalker deck Dovin somehow, some way, makes it happen. We get in for just enough attacks. Yep. Yep. 4 cards left. Good game. Not going to forget to attack. Attacking Sarkin, yeah. Okay. Yeah, don't stop now. That's right. All right. Petitioners were defeated. All right, game 2. This hand looks pretty solid. Hope we don't play petitioners, right? And that's pretty much what we're. I feel like what we're saying now. So I petition that you shouldn't be able to play that card. Okay, well that's not petitioners, so I'll take it. Let's go ahead and board the Weatherlight. See if we can find some mana ramp. We do. A Manolith in particular. We'll take it. Okay, so a little bit of aggression early. Let's go ahead and play Dovin. Gain a little bit of life, put a blocker into play. Even if they remove the blocker and attack Dovin, that's still okay. Not the end of the world. It's pretty likely that's going to happen, but I'd rather them use it on that than like this Joyous Familiar. And I'll absolutely take the opportunity to block in like 1 second. We'll block the Instigator. I have like a shot? Okay. Alright. Well, I guess that was best case scenario. They got our creature, but we got one of their creatures too. Ooh, let's play a Skittering Surveyor right now. Let's get a Swamp. Play said Swamp and pass the turn. Put a 1/2 into play in front of their Goblin. Tectonic Rift. Destroyed a land. Alright. In that case, then we'll play this Manolith. I can't say I cared for that. Creatures out flying can't block. That guy's for 1. Right now we remain above 20. Which I believe is the exact place we want to be. I'd love to draw a land so we can go Gilded Lotus into Sarkin. That would be pretty great. Frenzied Raptor. And we do it. Gilded Lotus. Sarkin. Plus, I don't think we want to discard anything. We certainly don't want to discard this Row that we can clean up our opponent's board next turn. We don't want to discard this Offering. I don't even think we want to discard this Joyous Familiar. Because we can go Joyous Familiar into Offering next turn, so yeah, we'll pass. So Sarkin and Jaya are both in this deck, and that is primarily because we're very anti-aggro. Just because obviously we're playing a lot of Planeswalkers, so keeping those in play as long as possible is a positive for us. But against control decks, we want to land these and essentially just loot through our deck. So both Sarkin and Jaya are both in the deck for that reason. Okay, Locket's good. Okay, we're just going to block the Frenzied Raptor. Sarkin can go to 3. That's not a big deal. If we draw a land, we can go Joyous Familiar into Ral. And we do. Yeah, we'll just take... We'll take 2. Happily take 2. Since we're above 20. Here's Ral. Plus, we will not discard, and minus, and we're going to get these 2. 2 and 1. I don't know why it's split it the other way. So this is also a Planeswalker deck card. This card is really great in Singleton. It pluses to draw a card. It minuses 2 to deal 3 damage. It does a little arc lightning. And then its minus 7 is draw 7, deal 7 to each creature your opponent's control. So this card is actually pretty sweet. Lava axed Sarkhan down pretty handily. Okay. Well, now I start to draw some cards. Okay, Field of Ruin. Let's play this Blood Crypt, though. We don't have a target for this yet. That's fine. We can get back Sarkhan or Dovin if needed. Of course, our opponent can take out Ral. Take Ral down to... Let's get into Joyous Familiar. Okay. Ah. The old double Ral. That's what we want to see. So, let's Ral here. Get these 2. 2 and 1. Play Field. Play this Ral. Minus. Get this. Because we want to keep this Ral alive. And then we will pass the turn. The old double Ral. Thanks to the new, not really new anymore, Planeswalker rule. I really wish you could... There was a way that you could look at the full art closer, like when you clicked on it. Although I understand that you click on it because you want to see what the card does, but I just want to look at the art, man. Just let me look at the art. Just let me look at the art real close. Is that so wrong? Opponent really thinking about sacrificing this Boros Locket to draw 2 cards? Or maybe they're deciding which Ral or Burn Spell should go towards. It's a fair question. Because Ral, Caller of Storms, I think, is more powerful. But this one lets me choose. This one's sleight of hands. As opposed to just drawing a card. Maybe they're trying to decide which one is more handsome. And then kill that one. Okay, let's help them decide. So Ral Izzet Viceroy is... very stern, looking as though they have a purpose, and our opponent could not decide which one was more handsome and conceded instead. Alright. We're on Guild Gates, but we do have a little ramp. Forbidding Spirit, which is a kind of a 3/3 with a one-shot Ghostly Prison type effect. We'll keep it. So... this is the one that's most likely to come into play on tap because we have less forests in our deck, meaning 0. So this only comes into play on tap from an island. This only comes from a plains. Okay. We'll play the Arc on... the Orozco Relic on 3, so we'll play the Field of Ruin next turn. And then the Joyous Familiar after that, though. I imagine it won't be long for this world. Okay, there's a Watery Grave. Still play the Relic. And the next turn, we can Jorah's Familiar into Treasure Map. Okay. Well, we got a Planeswalker. Could be a problem. So, if we have a red, we can Rakdos. And Vraska on 9 could be a problem, because then we essentially just lose. Which is not what we want, as I'm sure you can all imagine. Doom Whisperer.
As long as we win, nothing else matters.
Opponent coming in for 2. No blocks. This is a demon, which is unfortunate because Rakdos will not get it. Rakdos simply will not get it. Okay, let's play this Steam Vents. We'll pay 2 life. We need to put a 6/6 into play, though. We can hope our Jorah's Familiar lives. Come on. Come on, opponent. You're not surveilling. Just let it happen. Ugh. Alright, so it's like we blocked, but didn't get any value. Surveil. Alright. Vivian Reed. That's not good. Down goes Rakdos.
Sometimes restoration means retribution.
Okay, so Vraska on 10. Not that it matters, we're going to go down to 5. But we need to find something for our opponent's board. You know, like all these cards. It's going to be difficult. No doubt. Let's go ahead and surveil. Dovin, not going to do it. We have it set on our upkeep. We'll go to 5. Opponent's got a land. Scry once more. Woodland Cemetery, not going to do it. Ritual of Soot, not going to do it. I think we're just dead. We look dead. Don't we? They look really dead. Maybe they won't pay. Gotta play to your outs. Maybe they'll forget, cast some spells, they can't attack us. It's really all that we've got. Okay. Oh, we have an emblem. So, alright, we have an emblem that says whenever Doom Whisperer hits us, we lose the game. Unfortunately, that's a trigger, so, you know, it's... we'll die first. But, in the event that we don't, you know, if our opponent made us gain life, which is what I would do, you know, I would make us gain some life before hitting us. Three, 4, okay. They paid the price. Now we're gonna take 6. Trigger? No trigger. No, we just died. We just died. Died to Doom Whisperer. Okay. Okay, we're on the draw. We do have some mana, which gets us to Joyous Familiar if we hit a land. And then halfway there to Joyra. So we're going to keep this. It's a little risky, but we have a lot of powerful cards in our hand. Minus the Jai is not powerful necessarily. It's really just there for filtering, and it's pretty far off from casting it, but you never know. We could hit a Chromatic Lantern, and then everything changes. Okay. There's the land. I'm going to play this tapped. Don't know why we were going to not do that. This is all this land that lets us play Joyra. Okay, here's our relic. And I actually think that I want to play Traxos out first. Only because... Ooh. Don't care for that. Didn't care for that at all. Says it's going to draw a removal spell, but... Wow, that was not good. Not what we wanted. We need to hit that magic number of 4. That's why we have so many of those mana rocks in our deck. Thorn Lieutenant, right? No, it's not good. We're going to pitch this Jaya that we'll never cast. We might not cast any of these spells. Okay, we're going to 9. Okay. So we have a Clifftop Retreat. I think we play Dovin and gain a life, make a Thopter. Now that we drew a white. Which can block Rex Sage, Martyr of Dusk. Mortify, okay. Yeah, so if we play any of our other creatures, then that's the fate that they receive. So Dovin's going to bite it. We're going to take 4, go to 5. Which means that we have to play... Ooh, that's a good one. In that case, we're going to wait until our opponent's turn and cast Fiery Cannonade. We'll let them attack. Okay. Fiery Cannonade. It's better than doing it before because our opponent's going to get a 1/1 from Martyr. This still puts us dead. Well, if only they had done that pre-combat. Cleaned up those tokens. Okay, we're now very dead. I don't know what we could draw other than Deafening Clarion. Which we'll just draw. We'll just draw that. We're still on the rocks here. Don't play a threat. Don't play a threat, opponent. Okay. So, I think this is where we just land our Planeswalker. Let's get this land. We're not going to have time for the tome. This card probably shouldn't be in the deck. This has got to be the worst card. Midnight Reaper, all right. Two. Let's do that. Get it for 2. We'll play Gilded Lotus and Traxos. Traxxas is going to put the most pressure on our opponent if they cannot remove it. Chupacabra, okay. Okay, we'll hold the lava coil. Let's see what you come up with. Ooh. I like Shalai. Okay, let's play Joyra. And let's go ahead and play Shalai. And let's go ahead and board the Weatherlight. Oh, I'd like Oath. We'll take Oath of Teferi. That'll be good. We can Eldest Reborn and then Oath of Teferi and then Eldest Reborn again. I like that. Activate Ral twice. We may be able to somehow come back in this game. Okay. Sure thing. Well, we're going to get those. Oh, wow. All right. Our opponent believes that we are going to come back in the game and just concedes for us. I really wanted to do that sweet play, though. All right. This is a great hand here. A bunch of Rakdos mana and then 2 Dovins. We are going to keep it. We do have Orzhov Lock and Indefinite Clarion now. In all seriousness. We'll find blue mana. That I'm not too worried about. Okay, there's old Traxxas. Would have been nice on 2, but we'll play Locket on 3. We can play Traxxas next turn into Treasure Map. Has some Scatter, okay. Yeah, they have their own treasure map. Ooh, Watery Grave. That's blue. We'll pay 2. Let's go ahead and get the big boy Dovin into play. Gain 2 and draw a card. Helm of the Host. Alright. It's of course a little concerning, as it always is. Alright, let's go Chromatic Lantern, or excuse me, Gilded Lotus into Shalai. And we'll do the Chromatic Lantern next turn. The Immortal Sun. Okay. Alright. Well, I don't care for that. Not even a little bit. Okay. Yeah. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Let's play this. Let's just play this Dovin. We can't do anything about it right now. We'll scry. Hostage Taker. Oh, no, they're going to be able to play Shalai? They are going to be able to play Shalai. Yuck. Immortal Sun, I do not like that. I like how Helm of the Host triggers just to let you know that it's going to be messing you up in short order. We'll put the Planeswalker on the bottom. Okay, let's find not a sacred foundry. For boat, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. They do have to pay. Let's go ahead and get this RAL out.
I never back down from a challenge.
I don't think that they're going to be focusing on our planeswalkers, considering they don't really need to. I think they're going to Helm of the Host this hostage taker, which is bad for us. Keep in mind, they can get artifacts too, so it's not like, even if we didn't play the Forbidding Spirit, that we would be safe from Helm of the Host hostage taker. Okay, so no attacks this turn. One attack this turn. Okay, no attacks this turn. Nope. Okay, so maybe 2 attacks this turn. Oh, that's good they didn't do that. Let's scry again. Board the Weatherlight. I don't think that that's going to do anything. I mean, we could find Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. But I don't think there's something that destroys artifacts or enchantments. We'll play this Manolith. And we'll pass the turn. This one is not looking good. This Immortal Sun is really making it difficult for us. Captive Audience, sure. I'm glad they're not taking this opportunity to Helm of the Host, because that would put us in big trouble. Okay, so I was planning on sacrificing this to draw, but instead I'm gonna should have done that. Draw, and then we'll just make zombies now. Clear these zombies out. Karn's not good. Oh, the zombies are 4/4s, you say. Because you have 2+ effects. Right, well then we're just dead, right? 4, yeah. We're super dead. Alright, let's see what we can cook up here. Cast down, which we cannot cast. Jorio's Familiar, which is bad. Rakdos Locket, which is bad. Everything's kind of bad in its own special way. We can cast down. Alright. Good game. We're going to pack this one in. Nothing we can do. Nothing we could do to escape. Well, I still like the 5-color Historic deck. I played this one a couple of times before. This is actually where I got the previous 2 Galtas that I was able to get from this event by getting to 5 wins. However, I will say I did not come up against an Immortal Sun, and it's not crazy because that's probably a fairly commonly played card in this format. But either way, that's one that you want to make sure you have at least a couple of answers for, though it's going to be difficult to find them because your Planeswalkers are really what are drawing you some cards. But either way, thank you guys for watching very much. Be sure to subscribe to this channel to get all of this content for Journey of Discovery, as well as Ali Aintrazi stream highlights and Thinktwice podcast. If you're going to listen to an audio version of the Thinktwice podcast, search Thinktwice MTG on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, and Spotify. And of course, if you're going to support the show, go to patreon.com/ThinktwiceMTG. Here's our duress. Sad duress. Thank you guys very much again. We'll catch you next time.